This is absolutely unbelievable. Today I genuinely realized that some people are just walking around with some serious baggage. Like this has to be a mental illness of some sort. Okay, this video we're going to be looking at today highlights a young woman calling for the destruction of the entire United States of America, because according to her, the United States is evil and capitalist and some other crazy reason that I cannot remember at this point. But before we dive into that, please do well to subscribe to this channel if you're not already. Click on the notification bell, like and share this video to keep people informed, and consider joining my membership as a way of supporting the channel. Alright.
People say, like, death to America, this country needs to not exist. They're not being hyperbolic. That is like that is a tangible, like, direct end goal. That if y'all want to see Palestine freed, if you want climate change to literally not be a thing, if you want the genocide of Black Americans and Indigenous folks on Turtle Island to stop occurring, this country literally needs to not exist. Full stop. There's no negotiating, there's no concessions. Like, this country literally needs to be abolished. That's not a figurative statement. That is like an end goal.
Now, when I came across this video on TikTok, I genuinely thought that this video was from 300 years ago, and then somehow someone picked it up, cleaned it, and posted it on TikTok, because she was talking about the genocide of Black and Indigenous people. Like always, I decided to sniff out the original creator to better understand the situation from an original point of view. It turned out that this video was just made last week, and it was in fact posted by the original creator. Now that is insane. This young woman is saying that if you want to end the genocide of Black and Indigenous people, if you want to see the end of climate change, and if you want to end the war in Palestine, then the United States of America should be completely abolished. First of all, what does she mean by the genocide of Black and Indigenous people? Are Black and Indigenous people being killed off in America? What is she talking about? Like, I'm totally lost. Again, how is ending America going to put an end to climate change? What are you going to do to China or Japan, Russia, India, and in fact, every single country on planet Earth? Are you going to burn down these other countries too? What in the world are you talking about, woman? I'm talking about Palestine. Israel and Palestine have always been at loggerheads, even during the biblical times. If you're a Christian, you would know this. These people are fighting over an area of land. The United States is not the bone of contention. Even if she somehow manages to wipe off the United States from the face of the planet, Palestine and Israel will still be at war with each other. But anyway, let's hear all she has to say.
There's no negotiating, there's no concessions. Like, this country literally needs to be abolished. That's not a figurative statement. That is like an end goal, and will inevitably happen. And we are currently on course for that to happen. Same sense of, like, capitalist realism of, like, people cannot conceptually imagine a world in which capitalism does not exist, in which there is an entire mode of operating society and operating of world building outside of this current system. There's, like, American realism, like American empire realism. Like, people genuinely cannot think of what would the world look like if America does not exist anymore.
Well, I don't need to tell you that she lives in America, a country that incorporates both capitalist and socialist characteristics. She is in America, enjoying the comforts of a thriving society made possible by a capitalist system of economy, and she's complaining about capitalism. If she detests the United States so much and wants to see the United States disintegrate as a country, why doesn't she start the apocalypse by relocating to this wonderful communist country she has in mind? How does she plan to end America when she won't even vacate the country to start with? At least leave to show us your seriousness and your passion for this crazy cause. Yes, I'm trying to make sense of her words. I'm trying to analyze her video so I can share my thoughts on it, but it's really difficult to follow her logic because of how ridiculous and unintelligible the whole thing sounds. But I'll keep trying.
Because America is like a baby in the span of human history. It's like an infant, if that. And in its, like, infancy, look how much destruction and terror has occurred. Like, we are literally, like, on a global scale, like, since 1492, like, that's when the apocalypse started. I'm not even joking. And the thing about, like, that is, like, there have been many apocalypses. There have been many. There's not just one. There's been many throughout history. We're living through another one. It feels like the big major one, but, like, this is, yeah. So when you hear that folks are like, we're not voting for X, Y, and Z, we're not participating, because we don't want When we say we don't want to, we are saying we don't want this country to exist, like materially. That doesn't mean everybody dies instantly. We're saying that something new needs to be built from the smoke and the ash that will inevitably happen because we're already on course for it. Like, the world building starts today before that happens. But like, this entity, this empire, like, genuinely does need to, like, it has to cease to exist. Full stop. Everything that this democracy is necessitates all of the terror and destruction, both domestically and internationally. And it won't stop because we just, our oppressors are going to have a change of heart. Our politicians are going to wake up with a conscience one day. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, that is the product of extreme wokeism. I keep seeing this stupid trend among the people from my generation, the Gen Z, and I'm beginning to think that these radical ideologies are being forced out onto these young people through the education system, college. This is the product of the US college systems, and I am not surprised by the amount of support this video have gotten from other brainwashed TikTok users. Yeah, they are clapping for her. This comment said, "Well said, young lady. It is my #1 dream. Every word. Facts. 100% agree with this." I was thinking the same thing and talking about it 10 minutes ago. Then your video pops up on my page. This one reads, "No, because literally, why can't I have an Xbox and a house for free? Why do we need money?" Now, take a good look at this particular comment and pin it in your mind, okay? I'm going to address this topic and her statements about capitalism in the United States. But first of all, I want to discuss her comment about ending the existence of the United States and starting a new country. Miss, come closer, okay? I want to help you achieve your dreams. I want to tell you how you can completely disintegrate the existence of the United States without having to kill people, that is. So just pack your bag, pack your things, and leave. Move away from the United States. Take your family, your friends, your acquaintances, and every single person in your comment section agreeing with your video, including their families, their friends, and their like-minded acquaintances. Just go away to China. Innocent China. Yeah, or go to Russia or wherever you want to. And believe me, when Americans notice that a genius like you have denounced the country and left the country, everyone would follow suit, okay? And abandon the country too. That way, America will cease to exist. Yeah, that is my genius idea. But don't forget to give me credit when it all works out. Please leave today. It would help the American apocalypse a great deal. Now, coming back to this comment on capitalism. The thing is, most of the people who are against capitalist systems do not even know how disastrous communism can be, okay? And again, America is not a capitalist country. Rather, America is operating a mixed economy which incorporates some elements of capitalism and socialism together. Now, this young woman who made this video seems to hate capitalism in America, okay? This commenter also appears to share the same sentiments as her. They want an economic system that allows them to lazy around all day and still get all the good things of life. They want to be able to afford an Xbox and a beautiful house without having to put in the work to get those things, okay? They think capitalism is standing in their way of achieving their very stress-free and comfortable, beautiful life. Their level of ignorance is somewhat ridiculous. Now, for those of you who might share their beliefs, just take a look at North Korea. Think about living under the authoritarian rule of China, Cuba, maybe Vietnam, okay? The truth is, if you don't succeed under a capitalist system, which to me is the best political and economic model, to me, then believe me, you would be worse off in a purely communist or socialist economy. You are enjoying the right to criticize the government, say the F word to even the president of the country without any repercussions, protest for your mostly nonsensical beliefs without any issues, identify as something that you're not, and then have the government accept you and back you up for it. Have the right to own properties and control over a bunch of things, forgetting that in a communist society, the government owns practically everything. The state retains all the rights and controls every single thing. The government dictates everything, and that is why this system of government usually produces dictators who dictate every single thing you do in your life. There is no private property. You might think this is not a big deal until you find yourself at the other end of communism. Then you would be one of them denouncing communism. Now, I'm not an economist, okay? But common sense tells me that capitalism would favor the society more. It simply means that you would reap what you sow. If you're hardworking and you are striving, you will surely get the returns of your hard work. But if you fold your hands and you watch, you would remain mediocre and reap nothing. Yes, there would be those who gain more because they have more capital, but we need to understand that they were able to acquire more capital because they have toiled for far longer than some of us have, okay? Their family line have been working and striving and subsequently growing their capital from generation to generation. That should motivate you to sit up and put in the work so that your capital will grow from generation to generation. Capitalism simply rewards hard workers and totally ignores lazy people. It is as simple as that. Now, for people like this young lady who wants to see the non-existence of the United States of America, please do us a favor and renounce your citizenship. Vacate the country and move to somewhere else. Now, that would be one less person in the US. And before you know it, everyone would abandon the country and America would automatically cease to exist. But remember, the first step to all this is that you must leave the country. Don't be in America and call for the non-existence of America. You need to vacate the country first. Then I would take you seriously. These are my thoughts, guys, but feel free to share yours in the comment section. But do so respectfully. Again, I want to say thank you to all my lovely 1,000 subscribers. Thank you for being here. And for non-subscribers, do well to hit that subscribe button, like and share this video to keep people informed, and consider joining my membership as a way of supporting the channel. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to catch you on the next one. For now, peace.